Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Until Dawn for our subscriber special, where you guys are in control for live stream number 2. Now, for those that haven't joined us for Until Dawn before, it's very different to Detroit Become Human, to say the very least. But we're playing it in the same kind of way, so you guys make the decisions. I press the buttons. We did find out you can pause the decisions last time, so that does give us a bit of time to make these decisions. What are my first reactions to the game itself? Well, it's okay. I'm not a fan of horror games. It's never been my thing. Never been something that's interested me. So this is new territory. I wouldn't say I'm enjoying it, but I wouldn't say we've got to any scary points yet. I'd say it's a lot more confusing than Detroit was. The answers aren't black and white, if that makes sense. There's definitely a lot more confusion to the choices, and they're very minor so far. So we've seen the butterfly effect come into play a couple of times, or the actual come up on screen. We don't know how that's affected things. So until we start seeing some of that, it's a bit difficult to say how much emphasis the decisions have on the game itself. I know it's described as every character can die, you decide who lives and dies. But at the same time, I'm not seeing that so far. We haven't done it as of yet. Doesn't mean it won't happen. We just haven't as of yet. But I hope everyone's weekend is going well. This is our last live stream of the week. The schedule for next week is out tomorrow. 1 p.m. GMT. There will be a community post at 8 p.m. as well, detailing the live streams for next week. Obviously, we have something exciting coming next week, and that is Gotham Knights, which will start next Friday. Let me just check the sound. Thank you for the likes. Much appreciated, by the way. Perfect. We are 100 subscribers away from that magic number, which is incredible. So yes, an interesting week. We've got some Mars Morales, some Genshin, and then Gotham Knights as well. It's going to be an interesting week, to be fair. Yeah. I'm a little bit hesitant, I must admit, with this. Like I said, it's not... Horror, in general, isn't my thing. Psychological isn't too bad. I've just never been a fan, like Resident Evil, stuff like that. That's never been something I've looked at. It's never been an interest. So this is very different and out of my comfort zone. And in all honesty, you know, the first time we streamed this 2 weeks ago, because this is every fortnight, I jumped once. You wouldn't have known about it, but I did. And that kind of feels me a little bit weird. I'm not used to jumping and stuff, so yeah, that's a bit weird. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Good evening, Hi Dusk. How are you? Okay, we are a couple of minutes early. Thank you, Hi Dusk. Yeah, it's been going up. It's been amazing so far, and hopefully we'll just keep going up. But thank you, Hi Dusk. We are a couple of minutes early, so we'll let's have a look at collectibles and stuff just to kind of remind ourselves. I know we do this every 2 weeks, so it is, you know, it's 2 weeks since we started this. We need to find clues about the twins, which are the girls that died at the start. For those that didn't join us there, 2 girls died. You were in control of the decisions, but I don't think you could have avoided them dying. I think that's the way it's meant to go. But there's clues for that there. We haven't found any. Clues for 1952. Again, we didn't find any in the first stream. The Mystery Man. We found 1 clue, and it was a wanted poster for a Victor Milgram. Dated 1998. We just know that there's a wanted poster. That's kind of all we know about that. Arson offences and various death threats. That's all we really know about that. You don't know not about it. Neither do I. Neither do I, to be fair. The totems. Now, this was a really interesting thing. So we found 2 in the last stream. Yeah, black totems mean death, and it is the possible death of the person who finds it. And it is only a possible future. So there is a chance that the character that finds the black ones, there's a chance they may die. But how you play will determine whether or not these prophecies come true. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? So there is always a way out of that. And then you have the yellow guidance ones. These give you a visual guidance of a future choice. We actually had this one, which gave us a bird. And then one of the choices we had to make later on was about shooting. Was it shooting the bird or shit score? Anyway, it was something about a bird, I think this one told us. Yeah, there we go. The bird landing. Found the lower cable car. So that was that one. And that kind of gave us an idea of what we should pick and what we shouldn't. So death is obviously a bad thing. Although that one, the person who picked it didn't die, did they? Yes, they did. So that one was found by the two girls that died at the start. And they died. This one we found, and it was a vision of guidance. But there's also loss, which is the potential loss of a friend. Red is danger, the threat of a future danger. And white is a prophecy of good fortune. We want the whites more than anything else. And we have had the butterfly effect change a few things, but not massively. That's all we've kind of had so far. Good. Glad you're good, Kathy. Right. So no matter how much I'm not looking forward to this, I don't know why. I've never been nervous about a game, but this kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not my normal thing. Maybe. So let's have a look. Let's resume where we were. And you get a little previously section. I didn't know this was actually happened, so it's going to show us what we picked previously.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit... Oh, come on.
So this was the trick they played on one of the girls.
What's going on?
I like the fact you get this. It reminds you where you got to. This guy with a knife. They found each other, then ran, and then obviously they didn't survive.
I gotta say, I am super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
So this is 1 year later, which is when we're back there again.
Each and every one of you, and
with some of the same people from the first time, with new people as well.
For the sake of my sisters.
I need to go find Sam.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So Matt thought
so I got moved to the back.
The exes were reconnecting.
That's how we met. Boom. Butterfly effect.
And that's about it so far. So again, choices you make, it's down to you guys.
Every time I climb it.
Oh yeah? It feels the same.
We'll pause when the choice comes up. So this is Josh, Hannah and Beth's brother. This is the first time we've met him. Thoughtful, loving, but complex. Nice combination.
Come on, you grew up here. It probably feels like it's shrinking.
I guess that's true.
So Josh grew up here.
Some cell towers up here. I'm getting withdrawals already.
We got a spare million lying around, and I'll fix you right up.
Funny you should say that. I think I left it in my other jacket.
Oops. Hey guys, get up here okay?
Yeah. Well, more or less, but it was so good to see you.
What's up with him?
Someone's watching.
Yo. We get things moving up here or what?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so are we going to gossip about Matt and Emily, or are we going to ask, are you doing all right? That's your first choice of the evening. We'll give it a minute or so for anyone who wants to vote. If it's a draw or a tie, I will make the decision. But do we gossip about Matt and Emily, or do we ask him if he's doing okay? To be honest, both of those things aren't things blokes do. In general, I would say. I wouldn't say we'd gossip that much. Especially not about couples or exes. But we definitely don't ask each other how we're feeling, to be fair. But there we go. But we'll give it a minute or so if anyone wants to vote. Ask if he's doing okay. So we've got one for is he doing okay? And then we'll see. Out of the both of them, that's probably the most realistic kind of thing to ask. I just can't see them gossiping, to be fair. It's just, yeah, it's not something I would guess. If there's no one else wanting to vote, that's absolutely fine. So we'll go for worry and ask if he's doing okay.
Hey, You doing all right? I mean, I know it must be really tough without your sis.
Stop.
I just meant that.
No, I know what you meant. You know, seriously, I'm over it. And I want us to have a good time, you know? Like
Yeah, we don't
always
gossip that much.
used to. Damn it. It's a freaking thing.
It's iced.
What else?
Maybe there's another way in.
There are a million ways in. They're just all locked.
There's gotta be like a window around the corner we can get open or something.
Wait a second. Are you saying we should break in?
I don't think it's technically breaking in if you own the place, right?
Hey, not if I don't report you.
Um,
Lead the way, coachies.
Okay, so the door's iced up, the lock is iced up. We've got to find a different way in.
Hi, Chris.
Right. So she said, oh, hi Chris. Nice and simple. Are we going to say we're a bit unsettled, it's weird to be back? Or are we going to be confident and say it's nice being back? Which is it we want to go for? It's weird to be back or nice being back? Unsettled or confident? That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? To be fair. Does anyone really think it's going to be nice to be back on the scene where people died? I'm not sure. But then could be saying it's nice to be back because we're all back together. Could be the way of looking at it. Hey man, good evening, how are you? Or do you want to go for unsettled, it's weird to be back? That's always I don't know, out of my choices, I'd say unsettled seems to be probably the more realistic one, but it depends. Depends on your viewpoint, doesn't it? We got one vote for weird. It's definitely it's a weird choice, isn't it, Kathy, to be fair? It's weird to be back, or it's nice being back. It's kind of it's kind of a random thing to answer, really. But we'll give it a second or so if anyone else wants to vote, and then we'll make our choice. I suppose you could take it's nice being back because you're with all your friends again, I suppose. That's the only other thing, the good way of looking at it, I suppose. You're good, you're at work right now, hope everyone's having a great weekend. Thank you, man. Hope work's going okay. Yeah, decent weekend, thank you. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Alright, let's go for the it's weird to be back answer then.
You doing all right?
Yeah. Aside from being kind of cold and vaguely creeped out by this place.
It's kind of weird being back up here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who I'm controlling. Oh, well, we're controlling Chris then. So Chris is going with him to find another way into the house.
She's looking pretty hot today, right? She's like a sleeper hit kind of gal, you know? Now I just want to rip that parka right off of her and make some snow angels, right?
So do we agree with Josh on what he just said? Yes, absolutely. Or do we protest and say cut it out? It's definitely a weird question. Yeah. I know guys do talk like that, admittedly, but not all of them. That's the thing. So are we going to agree with him and say, yeah, absolutely, or do we protest and say, actually, that's a bit wrong, a bit far? What do we think? I suppose if it was me, I would go protest. That's not the way I generally talk, so that would be probably my answer, but I don't know. The character we're controlling at the minute is quite a shy kind of guy, I would have said, to be fair. To think about how he is. But then he may agree just to try and fit in, maybe. That's the other side of it. Some guys do that. Or is he someone that would stand up for himself a bit more? Have some class. There is exactly a man. Exactly. What do we think? What do we think we want to pick as a choice? Protest. Good choice, Kathy. It's a weird one. You know, I probably know people in both camps, to be fair. Ones that would agree just to fit in and ones that wouldn't. So if that's the choice, we'll go for protest then. We'll say cut it out.
Hey, cut it out, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not gonna bang her, maybe Michael take up the case.
Wait, will you back off already?
Relax. Just checking to see if there's some blood flowing down there.
Yeah.
Listen, dude, look around you. Look at these beautiful mountains. Do you
Josh
see
is definitely
any
on
parents?
something.
I mean, can you imagine a more perfect, ripe scenario just dripping with erotic possibilities? You and Ashley alone at last. You've laid all the groundwork. You've been a perfect gentleman. Now, you come in for the kill.
Do we agree with him or do we disagree with him? That's the next choice. Do we agree? Maybe you're right. Or do we disagree and go, actually, I don't know. They're both very different characters, that's for sure. And the guy we're currently answering for is very... I wouldn't say he's an alpha male. I'd say he's probably more, you know, follow the leader kind of thing. With respect, he comes across quite respectful. So what do we think? Do we think we're going to agree with Josh, who is definitely on something? I'm not sure what, but he is definitely on something. Or do we disagree with him and say, well, actually, you don't know what you're talking about? That's the choice we have at hand. So agree or disagree with Josh's choice of how we should continue our relationship, in fact. It's a weird one. Do you think we're going to agree with him? Okay. So we've got one vote for agree. If anyone else wants to make a decision as well, we'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll make the decision. I wasn't expecting you to go agree, Kathy, to be fair. But then I can also see it from the point of view that maybe he's just following the other guy's lead. So you've got that as well. But if there's no more votes, we'll go for agree.
Maybe you're right.
You're a hunter, bro. No fear, no mercy. I mean, she won't even know what hit her.
All right, I got it.
I think he's definitely trying to fit in, isn't he?
So, how are we planning on breaking into my parents' lodge, bud?
I didn't say I had a plan.
You sounded like you had a plan. You better deliver, Cochise, or else you got four.
Okay, we need a plan to break into the house as the locks are iced up.
That's not a good way to get laid.
Oh shoot, nobody likes cool guns.
Okay. What's this here? It's an axe. So we've found a clue, the axe holder. So we've actually changed his character traits by some of our decisions. We didn't know this, actually. So some of his character traits, so Josh and Chris, their relationship has gone up now. And his romantic has gone up a little bit. And so is his charitable. His fun's gone down, his bravery's gone down. We don't know how that affects things just yet. But we have found a clue. Wall-mounted holder should contain an axe, but the axe is missing. I didn't actually spot the axe was missing, but it is actually missing. So there's a missing axe somewhere. That wasn't what I spotted. I thought, because the outline of the axe in there, I thought there was actually an axe.
Damn, I'm
It's
getting
in
pretty
here.
low on juice here. I just had to turn off my GPS.
Well, we got ourselves a thinker. Nice one.
So moving this, I'm assuming underneath a window to get us in. Is what I'm thinking. I'm guessing we're going in. The guy who owns the lodge isn't really trying to help at this point, doesn't seem to be anyway. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, I'm okay. Should have paid more attention in climbing class.
What's
You mean
climbing
Jim?
class?
Yeah, you know, the climbing up the rope.
Whoa.
Well, that was a light
Did
bulb
I do
gone.
that?
I don't think so. Here, use this. Whoa, Chris, I just got an awesome idea.
Evening,
Yeah?
Dennis. How are you?
Totally.
What is it?
What are you
Okay,
stuck with?
So, I'm pretty sure that I've got some deodorant in one of the bathrooms. You could use that with the lighter.
What are you stuck
I
with,
don't
Dennis?
follow. How's a stick of deodorant gonna help?
Spray on, it's a can.
Oh, yeah. Now I gotcha.
Flamethrower.
Just like we did with the little army dudes.
Yep, ones we melted. Just point the spray can in the lighter and whoosh.
Bye-bye frozen lock.
Bingo. All right, so you got this. I'm gonna go sort something out. You up for hunting around in the dark for a little bit?
We've got to hunt around in the
Nope,
dark.
but I'll do it.
Godspeed, Pilgrim.
Okay. So we're looking for a can of deodorant, potentially. What's that? Something shining on the floor there. That's a totem. Is it a totem? Yes. That's not good. That's a lost totem. Just picked up. There's no way anyone can help you with that, can they, Dennis? Really? You forgot to do a 50-50 big round grab in Tony Hawk's. Yeah, I've got no idea that'll help you with that. So we just found this lost totem. So these totems foretell a possible future event, but how you play can determine whether or not these prophecies come true. Now, we currently have a lighter in our hand, and we're tasked with finding some deodorant to go and de-ice the lock with as a flamethrower kind of thing. That's kind of what we're meant to be doing. And this one shows someone being killed with fire in a kind of explosion. So bear that in mind when we have to make a choice. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen, but it's a possibility. Something moved. It's over here. Is that a door to go through? No. Oh, there is, yeah. What's that? What do we got here? Oh,
What have we here?
newspaper fragment. So that's what a new clue. I'm guessing to the mystery man. It is. Report covers a court case related to Blackwood Pines. An old janitor tried to burn the place down. In the dock, he swore revenge on the Washington family. This could be the missing man. It is, in fact, the wanted man. He was sentenced to 16 years in prison. He swore obscenities at the heavily pregnant wife. Yeah, that's a weird one. But that is clues to potentially the person who's going to end up trying to kill everyone. Don't think there's anything else in there. Okay. Guessing this is the way out over here. We're meant to be heading to the bathroom, essentially. I'm not a massive fan of walking through the dark. I'm just waiting for something to jump out on us, I really am.
Huh. That's cool.
Family portrait. So this is the twins. Don't really know much about them. Let's cut video first, living 3 parts. It happens though, Dennis, it happens. A portrait of the Washington family. Hannah is wearing a distinctive locket. So that might be important later on. But yeah, walking through the dark, I'm just expecting something to jump out on us. I really am.
Huh?
Why did that door just close?
What the hell was that?
That door closed on its own. Right, they're outside.
Whoa!
Hi, Chris. Very funny.
Oh, how'd you know it was me?
Shouldn't you be, like, getting the lock open or something?
On it.
Yes, it happens, Dennis, it happens. Right, remember we're looking for this deodorant can essentially. All the weird noises are really weird. I just heard something smash. I'm not sure what it was, but I just heard something smash. Right, something over here. Prom night photo. So this is a clue to the twins. A photo of Hannah, Sam, Mike and Emily at the high school prom. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, whatever that was. I must admit, I'm not a fan, especially with headphones on, of all the noises the game is currently making. Right, that's another locked door. I can hear like whispering and stuff, and it's really disturbing. Right, bathroom I'm guessing is upstairs. Obviously we just heard glass breaking somewhere, although the door window's open over here. That could have been the glass we heard, to be fair. Right, where's the bathroom? Because that's all we're looking for. What's this room? I just hear loads of noise and it's really bugging me. Bathroom.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay. I've been waiting for something to jump out on us since we walked into the house, admittedly. But that caught me by surprise. I thought it was something from the Planet of the Apes jumping out on us. That really caught me by surprise. All the noises and all that have made me wary of where we are and what we're doing, but I wasn't expecting that. Especially not just going to grab something. Okay. I'm guessing raccoon?
Perfect.
We're freezing our buns off out here.
But yeah, that was definitely something enough. Right, he's flamethrowing the lock to try and heat the lock up. And it worked.
Thank you.
Remember, we have seen an explosion where someone gets killed with fire. That flipping raccoon again.
Crap, that thing freaked me out.
What was it? Are you okay?
It was like a bear or a tiger or something.
Oh, it was just a cute little baby Wolverine.
Baby?
Don't worry, buddy. You're gonna be a big boy soon.
I don't normally jump at games. That was ridiculous. Okay.
Home, sweet home.
Sweet is not the word I'd use.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to be inside. Even if it's still kind of freezing in here.
I'll get a fire going.
This place barely looks any different.
Yeah, nobody's been up here.
Even with all the police coming in and out?
Not a lot of action up here lately.
Nope. What's up, party people?
Hi!
Hey!
He saw them cuddling, didn't he? He's worried about this.
Make
Is what
yourself
happened in the
at home,
first
bro.
episode.
Will do.
Yeah, come on in. Take a load off. Have whatever you want. You just take whatever you want anyway, right?
Whoa. Easy there, cowboy.
So because we saw them hugging and their exes, he's jumped to a conclusion. So now, with the butterfly effect is in play, do we warn him to stay away from Emily, which is our new girlfriend, and his ex, or do we challenge him and say, oh, I saw you and her? What do we do? Are we warning him, or do we challenge him? That's the decision that has to be made. It's kind of a difficult one because, yes, he saw them hugging, but they were exes. Doesn't mean there was anything to it. But warning him, you're jumping in and saying, I'm suspecting something. But by challenging him, you're also doing the same thing, aren't you? You're saying, well, I think, was there something there? Was there not? So it's a difficult one. So what do people think? What's our decision? Do we warn him to stay away from her? Or do we challenge him on it? That's the decision. If it was me, I don't know what I would do if I was making the decision, to be fair. Do you think we're going to warn him away? Okay, Kathy. Did you jump when the raccoon, Wolverine, whatever it was, jumped out of the cupboard, or was it just me? So we think we're going to warn him away from Emily. If there's no more votes, that's what we'll go for. We'll give another 30 seconds or so, in case anyone else does want to vote. But yeah, we'll... He did, good. As long as it's not just me, it's fine. I don't feel so bad. When you're into a cupboard picking something up, of all the noises we heard around the house, that wasn't what I expected. Okay, looks like we're going to go for warn them.
Mike, stay away from our girlfriend.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Stay away from Emily.
Emily? Why would I want anything to do with Emily?
Well, okay. Now we've got the next choice. We've already warned him off. He's saying, you know, what's your problem? Do we attack and quit being a dick? Or do we back off and say forget it? What do we do? We've already called him out on it. And he's not really responded well. But we could stay on the attack and try and, you know, convince him and tell him to stop being an idiot. Or we can back off and just go, look, don't worry about it, it's fine. What do we want to do? Stick to our guns? Or just back off? That's the decision. I think, for a bit of context, can we see him? Yes. So the Matt is the guy we're currently playing. He is, okay, showing the relationship updates. So he's curious. His curiosity has dropped. His romantic's gone up. Charitable has gone up quite a bit. His bravery and funniness and honesty have gone down a bit. Emily has got his best relationship was. Everyone else has dropped, strangely. So his relationship with everyone else has dropped apart from Emily, which has gone up. Thanks for the like, otherwise much appreciated. You're not sure, Kathy? It's one of those ones, isn't it? Do you continue pushing it, or do you go, all right, just leave it as it is? That's definitely a difficult one to try and gauge. The guy we're playing isn't that confident. That's the thing. So how far are we pushing him? If we push him a lot, does that make him more confident, which will help us later on? Or does it not? That's the other way of looking at it. All I'm thinking about is that fiery explosion, someone potentially being burnt. Because we've got that totem. So I'm guessing at some point that's going to come into play. But we'll give everyone another 30 seconds. If no one makes a decision or there's no votes, I will make the decision. I'm not too sure what I'm going to pick at this point. But it's one or the other. Knowing the character and how he is, I wonder if giving him a bit of a confidence boost would help. Whereas backing off, I don't know if that's going to take confidence away or not. Interestingly, that all these relationships, bar his girlfriend's Emily, has gone down. Hers has gone up. But is that because he saw Emily and her ex? You'd back off, would you? Okay, that's fine. We'll go for back off. That's the only vote. We'll go for back off then.
Right.
Is something going on with you, man?
Forget it. I lost my head. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Well, try not to lose it again.
So we had a dig. Hopefully he's got the message. We've let it be. That's him and his new girlfriend anyway.
Oh
my god.
And this is Emily.
So gross. Are you trying to swallow his face whole? I mean, seriously, can she be any more obvious? No one wants in on your territory, honey.
Excuse me? Did you say something?
Oh, did you not hear me? Was your sluttiness too loud?
What was the
Sounds
picture
like
that we saw with the
someone's
person? What was the
been
person wearing
shooting
who was in a
All
fireball?
big cattle call with that dreamboat.
I think
Congrats,
it's
you're top
the
cow.
girl in the
That's
blue
crazy
coat.
calling Miss Homecoming a cow.
Okay, next decision to make. Do we provoke the situation and say that's uncalled for Jess, or do we diffuse the situation and chill out Emily? Emily's our girlfriend, and Jess is the girlfriend of Emily's ex. I know it's already confusing. So do we provoke the situation and tell Jess that's uncalled for, or do we try and diffuse the situation and tell Emily to chill out? Emily is our current girlfriend, and Jess is the girlfriend of Emily's ex. That's kind of how the pattern works, I think. While we're making that decision, so provoke or diffuse is the choice. Let's see if that last decision had any changes. No, nothing changed at the last decision. I was curious to see if his confidence may have gone up or anything, but it didn't. He's very charitable. I don't think that helps in this situation, does it? But yeah, I was thinking back to the totem. I'm pretty sure, and we can check it, admittedly, that it's the blue coat girl, which would be Jess. That's in the picture. That we foresaw being a fireball. Could be wrong. It could be someone else. But that's what it seemed like to me. Looking at her now, anyway. So what we're going to do? Are we going to provoke and tell Jess that's uncalled for? Or are we going to try and diffuse the situation and tell our own girlfriend to chill out? Now, I don't know many men that would quite happily tell their girlfriend to chill out, personally. But then provoking it, is that the right thing to do? But the decision's you guys. Good evening, Luna. How are you? So we've got one vote for provoke. Just want to see a fight, don't you, Luna? Trying to keep peace. You're going to diffuse. So 1-1. We'll give another 30 seconds or so. If it's still a tie, I will make the decision. And I'm not sure which way to go for it. Do we provoke the situation? In the back of my mind, I am thinking Jess could be the one who ends up in a fireball. And obviously, to try and stop that happening, diffusing it might help that. But diffusing it might be what causes the fireball. I'm not sure. You love fights. Fair enough. Right, there's no more votes, so it's one apiece. I'm going to go diffuse, mainly because I'm thinking ahead of this fireball. I'm thinking that maybe provoking it causes a fight, which causes an accident. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm diffusing.
Come on.
Butterfly effect has
Hey, watch it.
kicked in.
You're the only one who can put him down? No one else can play with your toys?
You're such a bitch.
Whatever. I don't give a crap what you think.
At least I can think.
It didn't really diffuse the situation, did it?
Suck on that when you're trying to sleep your way into a job.
Who needs grades when you've got all the natural advantages you can handle?
Oh, please.
You couldn't buy a moldy loaf of bread with your skanky ass.
Are you serious? Do you think that's insulting?
That bitch is on crack or something.
Okay. We have another choice to make, and it's the same again. Do we provoke the situation and tell Jess to shut up, considering how she acted when we tried to defuse the situation? Or do we diffuse it and tell Emily to stop? For context, Emily is our girlfriend. Jess is the girlfriend of Emily's ex-boyfriend. So we did diffuse last time, and Jess did have a go at us and didn't really diffuse anything. But provoke, do we tell Jess to shut her mouth? Or do we try and diffuse and try and get our girlfriend to stop? To be fair, I don't think our girlfriend's currently in the wrong, which would be Emily. We did have the butterfly effect moment happen. So, did it change anything for him as a character? No, nothing changed. And his relationship status with Emily and Jess is both equal currently. But we did see, I'm still thinking the fireball. I'm still thinking. Luna, provoke. Kathy, provoke. I'll give another 30 seconds or so if there's any more votes. If not, it looks like we're provoking the situation. And to be fair, I kind of agree. Jess deserves it now. I think we tried to diffuse. She was having none of it. She was never going to, let it go. No, I'm not singing the song. So yeah, I think she needs to be put down a peg or two, doesn't she? Really. So provoke it is.
Jessica, you need to shut your mouth, okay?
No. You're the one who needs to keep your nose out of other people's business.
I'm about to get right up in your business, you bitch.
Are we about to get real? Because I am down to get real.
Stop it! This is not why we came up here. This is not helping. It's not what I wanted. If we can't get along for 10 minutes, then maybe we
That's
need
the
a
way
little
to
bit of a
defuse it.
break, right? Mike, why don't you check out the guest cabin, the one I told you about?
Yeah, all right. Wanna go do that?
Any place without that whore.
It's right up the trail.
So they're going away from the group.
Glad that's over.
Yeah.
So, Josh, should we get this fire going?
Where's my bag?
Huh?
My bag, the little bag with the pink pattern, the one I got on Rodeo. Matt, are you listening? Oh my God, don't you remember next to the Italian shoe place where I got the stilettos and you knocked over the rack while you were drooling all over that girl at the counter?
Well, I mean, she was asking about my letter jacket.
Right, because she gave a shit about your designer letter jacket.
Why do you hate my jacket?
Matt, I need my bag.
Oh my God, Em, maybe you just forgot it.
Do you seriously think I'd forget my bag?
Well,
Do you?
Guess not.
You must have left it down by the cable car station. Come on, hon. We'll be back soon.
Well, these are going off together.
We can get very warm.
Safety in numbers.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
So the other couple have gone to the guest cabin. These two are off going to find her bag. That's
Okay,
not there.
I'm gonna go take a bath.
She's just going to go and take a bath. Doesn't matter about anything else.
Exiled.
Sexiled.
Works for me.
Ugh, Bart.
Emily's such an asshole.
How far is this cabin anyway?
This cabin is the coziest, most romantic love den you will ever lay your eyes upon.
If we ever make it.
I still think there's something's going to happen to her.
Play your cards right and maybe you will get lucky.
Hey, porn stars. You're gonna need these.
Porn star?
I'd pay to see you.
Gross.
Hey, I'm sorry to kick you out like that.
No worries, man.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way to entertain yourselves.
Mm-hmm. You have fun with the peanut gallery.
Oh, I almost forgot. Gotta fire up the generator so you can see where you're going. It's dark out there.
Alright.
Fire up the generator, hey? I'm still thinking about this
Josh is
explosion.
flirting with me.
Okay. You want to invite him up with us?
Wait, really?
What? No.
We're now Mike. Okay. We need to do something with the generator before we can go to the guest cabin. Wherever that generator is. Where's she stopped there for?
Bert, it is
I don't know where the actual generator
That's
is, so
something I
I'm
can help
guessing
you
we
with.
just got to keep
And how are you gonna do that?
walking.
I got a few things in mind.
Where is the generator? Well, we can follow the trail. Yeah, to see this generator though. There's a gate there. I don't even know if I'm heading the right way, to be fair.
Huh. Guess this thing needs juice or something.
Okay, so
Didn't Josh say there was a generator?
he did. So is that over here then? Nothing like a
Mike,
dodgy.
Generator!
I'm looking for the
Alright,
generator.
got it.
What's this? Oh, we've got a totem. Thanks for the like, those much appreciated. What colour is it going to be?
I wish you could generate a little excitement.
Danger totem. Okay, that is our first danger totem, and it's someone been hit in the face, I believe. We've already got the one I was worried about, which is this one. Fireball. But this is the one we just picked up. Okay. So someone holding a torch gets punched by someone in a mask. I don't think that's anyone that's currently here. I don't know.
About getting that freaking generator to work.
So that's something that
I'll
potentially
just yell
could
at it like
happen.
You're yelling at me. Let's see if that works.
Right, generator's here.
All right. Let's see. Boom. Nice one, Mikey.
There we go, generator's on.
You are a wizard.
There's someone behind us. Different mask though to the person we just saw. So I don't know if that's important or not, but completely different mask. Okay, will the code work now?
Zam! The gates shall open.
So who's the guy with the goggles?
Pretty good, right?
That's the question.
Yeah, totally. That was just awesome.
Oh, yeah. I bring the hits.
Okay. I'm just waiting for something else to happen, like jump out on us.
You psyched yet? You don't look psyched yet.
I am so psyched right now.
It's like a little adventure. A sexcapade.
Wow.
It's just unnerving, I would say. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm not used to these things. What is that?
Police tape.
From Hannah and Beth.
I think
Okay.
they'd clean it up.
Well, they never closed the investigation.
Okay, I'm
So Hannah and Beth were the
getting
two girls
clues
that
now.
died at the start of the game. So are we respectful and hope they're at peace, or do we ask, what do you remember? That's the next decision. Respectful, I hope they're at peace, or what do you remember? And ask the question, what do we think? To be fair, both of them don't seem like bad answers, do they? I'm more concerned we've got two totems, but we're not close to knowing what each totem really signifies. That's a concern. But yeah, what do we think? Respectful, or do we ask? While we're thinking about it, we can actually have a look at the character we are. We are currently Mike, and this is his relationship and character traits. So character traits: he's quite brave, he's romantic, funny, he's not very honest, according to that, and he's also not very curious. And obviously Jess, his girlfriend, he's got his best relation with, and Matt, not so much. But his second highest relationship is with Emily, his ex-girlfriend, strangely enough. So what do we think? Are we respectful, or do we ask, what does she remember? I didn't think she was here last time, but she may have been. I thought Jess was new to the group, but I could be wrong, to be fair. We know obviously his ex-girlfriend's Emily. But that's it. What do we think? We'll give it another 30 seconds or so. If there's no decision, I'll make the decision. I'll break the tie. But respectful or ask? I'm more curious about the guy in the goggles in the window. Because the prophecy we saw of someone being punched, that wasn't a goggles person, was it? That was someone with a clown mask on. Is that a clown or something scary like that? Which was weird. Well, one vote for ask. If there's no other votes, that's what we'll go for. Let's give it another few seconds. Let's ask the question then.
It's all such a blur. I can barely even remember what happened.
Well, what I remember is that we played a stupid, half-baked prank that probably got Hannah and Beth killed.
Hey, I mean, it's not our fault they ran into the woods.
Yeah. How could anyone have expected them to do a dumb thing like that?
Okay. Interesting. So she does think their prank played into them dying. So asking may have been the right decision, because we're seeing more of Jess's kind of thinking behind what happened to the girls. The hell is that?
Did you hear that?
I heard something. Yeah.
Definitely heard something.
Damn. I don't think we can get up to the cabin with a path block like this.
Oh, no way am I going back to the lodge, aka Wax Museum, to drink
Jess!
Well, that's not good.
Hey, Jessica!
Yep. Hey, okay.
Holy crap, you scared the heck out of me.
How do you think I felt?
You didn't hit your head or anything.
As far as I can tell, I still have all 7 of my limbs.
Yeah. Did you get out?
I don't know. I can hardly see anything down here.
Okay, this is a decision we need to make. Are we cautious and tell her to push the cart? Or are we heroic and we jump down to help her? Now, what do we think? Do the totems we've picked up so far, do they tell us anything? I don't know. We can have a quick look at the totems we've picked up so far to see if any of them play a part. His curiosity has also gone up, by the way, after asking the question. His relation with Matt has dropped significantly by the looks of that. The totems we've picked up, this was loss. There's an explosion. I think that's her jacket in that explosion. I think that's her jacket. And also we picked this one up. But I don't think that's her, because the jacket's different. But the decision is, are we cautious and tell her to push the cart, or do we jump down as a heroic boyfriend to try and help her? That's the decision. What do you guys think? What is your decision? It's definitely a weird one. I don't know if maybe I'm thinking too much into the totems and seeing them as, you know, trying to warn us off certain things. I could be wrong, and she may not be the person that ends up in the fireball. That's the thing. I don't think she's the one that gets punched either, though, with the torch in her hand. Because I think the person that gets punched has a hat on, and she doesn't. But again, I don't know. Kevin, you think we should help her? Heroic can jump down. Okay, we've got one vote for that. We'll give them for 30 seconds or so. And if the vote is still to help her, that's what we'll do. To be fair, in this situation, I think... I don't know, actually. I was going to say, of course you jump down and help, but would you? Because if you both get stuck, what's worse? One of you being stuck or both of you being stuck? But then also there must be an exit somewhere. You would have thought. But if there's no other votes, we're going to jump down and help her.
All right, coming out
And that's a butterfly effect. There's someone behind him.
Hey, handsome. Want to help me move this cart thing?
The guy was behind him. Does that mean if we didn't help her, we could have been in a bit of trouble there? Hopefully they won't get stuck. Hopefully they won't get stuck. But the guy with the goggles was behind him. The goggles would signify a minor, would it not?
I imagined us grunting together. This is not what I pictured.
But if we told her to do it herself, would that be an opportunity for him to get hit or hurt? Maybe I'm reading into it too much. I don't know. All I know is I saw him behind us as we jumped down. Right, so obviously looking for a way out. What was that?
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, holy crap!
where did that come from?
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I nearly missed a QTE there. It doesn't expect that to come to us. I nearly missed a quick time event.
Oh, Nelly. This place is giving me the willies. And not the good kind of willies.
Okay, what's this
Offer
way?
you a little comfort and reassurance.
Well, we left or right?
Cabin buster.
Stairs this way. Does that mean that's a way out, possibly? There's something shining over here.
Huh. Stogie.
Weird place.
Cigar stub found. Okay, so the mystery man, we've now got a cigar stub found in the mine. A stubbed out cigar butt. It looks like it was left recently. There must be someone else up on the mountain. We know there's at least one other because we've seen the guy.
Wonder who's up here.
Behind us a couple of times.
You alright?
Yeah. Close one.
I don't think this place is up to code.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
it's
think.
time to go.
Wasn't that what we was trying to do, is go? Was trying to get out. Okay. Already nearly been hit by a cart in the mine. Beam's fallen down. All we need is a way out.
Finally.
I think we've done it.
A little ray of hope.
We have found the way out. Does that mean we're safe now, though? That's the question. And we've already picked up 2 totems, and that could signify some bad stuff. Cabin sign is saying this way.
Well. When Josh said cabin, I felt like...
She walks really slowly.
Wait till you see the Lincoln bedroom.
Oh, are you planning on getting presidential?
These 2 out on the road. We know there's a guy with goggles behind them somewhere. I've seen that a couple of times now.
Oh, a telescope. Gonna look at the trees, gonna look at the clouds, gonna look at the cabin. Whoa.
You alright?
I just saw someone at the cabin.
Okay. Let me see.
Did we see anyone? I don't think I saw anyone. Yeah.
Sampling the old eggnog again, babe? It's just us up here.
She thought she saw someone. I don't think... Well, we didn't see it.
Maybe.
But we also don't know where the goggle guy is. What's on the board?
Hey, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Stay close by, okay?
What's up?
This posting says there's some brown bears up here sometimes.
Oh, Michael, I have the best idea.
What?
Let's go hug a bear. Come on, please. Come on.
Let's not hug a bear.
Why would we hug a bear? That's just weird. Right. That's the way we came up, wasn't it? Which way's the way to the cabin? Would it be this way, to be fair? There's a gate there. Maybe I think that's the way to the cabin down here then, maybe. But she's seen someone at the cabin that we didn't see. That's a worry, isn't it? We've now seen the goggle guy twice, and she potentially could have seen him as well. Well, that was an owl.
Watch out.
Was that an owl, or it might have been a different bird than an owl, to be fair. It made too much noise. We annoyed or witty about this? Are we annoyed by what just happened, or do we say something witty? Annoyed is rats with wings, and witty is I was just flirting. As you try and style it out, I suppose. I will openly admit, I'm struggling with this a little bit. I think the story is very slow. And obviously it's not my normal kettle of fish, so it's a bit weird for me at the minute. I'm hoping it picks up. It's just really, really slow. But yeah, I'm struggling with it a little bit. I'm not getting into the story, if that makes sense. I think that's my issue. I think the story's just not grabbing me. Whereas Detroit Become Human was straight in at the deep end, lots of decisions, lots of stuff to do and find out. Whereas this, I don't know. It's definitely not doing it for me currently. But yeah, that's the decision, annoyed or witty. I think I might have to rethink the plan and see if we can come up with something else to do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in two minds at the minute. It's really not gripping. And I just think the story's a bit too slow. That could be what my issue is, I think. I'm not into another story either for some reason. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know I can't really put my finger on what the issue is. But there's just something there that's just not working. And I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. But it's just not doing it for me at all. Which is annoying, because I really wanted to enjoy it, and we wanted something that would have the same kind of feeling as Detroit. And yeah, I don't know, I'm in two minds. I'm not in two minds, I know how I'm feeling. It's definitely just, I don't know if it's too slow, maybe it's the people in it are maybe too young. So their jokes I don't really get, or I don't know what it is. It's just something at the minute is not right about it, and I don't know what it is. But what do you guys think? Do we want to continue this? We've done an hour. We can fulfill the 2 hours and see what we think, or we can say no. Okay, we'll pick something else for 2 weeks' time, and we stop now. What do you think? I'm not sure what we can do instead. I've got to find out what else we could do. That's choice-based, that's the thing. This was on one of the lists that I found for choice-based games. There wasn't many, to be fair. I think the issue for me, I'm not normally into horror either, but that could be an issue. Although that's not the be all and end all about it, I don't think. It's just, I don't know. You not really just don't like it. Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the same boat, Kathy, to be fair. I'm really annoyed. I really thought it would be a different thing. But yeah, I'm really not feeling it. I'm just looking at the list now of other games where choices matter. Life is Strange. The Witcher. The Witcher might actually be a good one to do, because the choices in The Witcher do matter as well. That might be something we could look at. I know a lot of people saying Telltale series, but you only normally get the first chapter for free, and I've got to avoid spending money at the minute until I know what's happening with insurance before Christmas. We could do The Witcher, and you guys make the choices. That could be the way to do it, Kathy, couldn't it? Do you know what? That could be a really good plan. Because there's a lot of choices in it that change the aspects of the game. There's a lot of it where you won't have a choice, but then there are things where there's a lot of choice. You'd like to see it, yeah. I think that's because we were thinking about doing a platinum run of it, but a platinum run means following a guide, and I really don't want to follow a guide. But whereas if you guys made the decisions, that might be a really good way of doing it. And I know that from what I remember, and I've not played it for many years, decisions matter. I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see if there's. I don't want to obviously look into what the choices are, but I want to see how choice-based it is. Do the choices matter? Choices do matter. Even decisions regarding whether or not to kill certain monsters can come back to bite Geralt later and during a quest where some monsters Geralt to hold him, another which is accountable. Oh wow, so actually the choices do matter quite a bit to whether you kill things or don't kill things. Yeah, the ending can be completely different. I already own it, to be fair. Yeah, don't plan it. We won't follow a guide. We'll play it naturally, but every decision, whether we kill someone or something or not, I think you guys will make them decisions. I think that's a good way of doing it. Several choices you can make throughout the game that can affect over 30 different characters. Being a cruel and evil Geralt will not have the same effect as being a good and nice one. You could, yeah. And the endings are different depending on your choices. Do you know what, Kathy? I think that's what we'll do. Obviously, we've got another fortnight till we start it, so at least I can get stuff sorted and set up for it. But I think that's the plan. I'm not feeling this. I really wanted to get into it and really enjoy it. But I'm definitely not enjoying it. Yeah, so it does sound like The Witcher has quite a few choices. I actually can't remember when I played it originally, to be fair, too much about the choices. But there will be choices to be made, and whoever's in chat during The Witcher will make them choices together. We're not going to go for platinum, like we say. I don't want to follow a guide. I'd rather play naturally. What we may have to do is, do we still keep it fortnightly? I'd rather see The Witcher. I'm completely with you on that, Kathy. I completely am. Whether we move it from instead of every fortnight to every week on a Saturday, my issue with every week with these things was more you guys feeling like you had to be here every Saturday. I don't want anyone to feel like that. That's why I said fortnightly, because it just makes it a bit easier for people. But for something like The Witcher, it's quite a long game. It's going to take us a while to get through it. I've got all the DLCs already as well, actually, to be fair. Because when we were talking about it before about doing a platinum run, I got the DLCs when they were on offer. There is a PS5 upgrade coming, but I think you have to pay for it. That's the only downside. I don't know what the release date is. And I don't think it's a free upgrade if you've already got the base game. PS5 release. What's the update for the next gen? The Totems work on it. No exact release date, 4th quarter, so it could be any point, to be fair. There's been a series of delays, though. Oh wow, it will be a free upgrade for anyone who has a PlayStation 4 version. I just need to find out if we start it, will the save carry across? Because if it does, it doesn't matter. That's the only other thing, isn't it? Thanks for the like, much appreciated. I know we're not really doing what we said we'd do tonight, we're just chatting instead, but yeah, so the PS5 version is meant to come at some point in Q4 of this year, so October, November, December, basically. It's a free update for anyone who has the PlayStation 4 version, which I do. I've already got the DLC, so that's not an issue. I just need to see if all saves could carry over. If they do, it doesn't matter what we start on. Because it means we can start before it comes out. So I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, unless you upload your save, it does become an issue. I apologise for anyone that's joining us and we're meant to be doing Until Dawn. We believe we're going to stop Until Dawn, it's just not working. Free upgrade. What I'll do is I'll have a look into this between now and 2 weeks' time when we started, because I've already given the schedule for next week. Obviously, I don't want to change it now because it's already uploaded, ready to go tomorrow. So, a fortnight today, so 2 weeks today, we'll begin The Witcher. And like I say, the choices will be you guys. Whether it be, I think there's contracts to do, monster hunting, there's lots to do in the game itself, there's quite a lot. We're not going for platinum, so that's not an issue, but I'll try and make as many choices down to you guys as well. Without making it really stop starting if we can as well. I think would be a good thing to try and keep that going well. We are going to finish the stream early tonight. There's no point carrying on until dawn. It's not interesting me, it's just been slow paced, and I don't know whether it's the pace of the story or it's the childish humour is what I'd call it, I think, that the characters kind of portray that doesn't kind of work in my eyes. So yeah, unfortunately we're not going to do a 2-hour stream tonight, but it does mean, thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Then wait to start it. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I need to look into how that's going, but no one seems to have an answer at the minute. It's a free upgrade, so we'll get the upgrade. It's just whether our save will go across. If it does, it's not an issue. If it doesn't, there's an issue. It's whether... Yeah, at the minute I can't find anything, but we still don't know when it's officially launched. And it might not launch till next year. It may be delayed a little bit more. We may not actually have it come out till next year anyway. It's already been delayed several times. So no one really has a firm date. All that's been discussed is the only thing that's been discussed is the fact that it's happening. So that's it. But yeah, no one seems to say anything about being able to carry it over. I have to do some research, see if we can. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I think we start The Witcher in 2 weeks' time, and with you guys making decisions. I think that sounds a good plan. To be fair, if the save doesn't carry over graphically, I don't know how much difference it's going to make. But we will have a look. But there's not much details out, and again, it may not be till like mid next year if it gets delayed again, so it may not matter. But I think that's a plan. I think that's what we'll do then. Is we'll stop until dawn. We're not enjoying it. There's no point carrying on something we don't enjoy. That's something I've always said from the beginning with the channel. If we're not enjoying something, we stop. There's no point. And if you guys aren't enjoying it as well, I think that's a big thing. I'm glad we're all on the same page with that though as well, to be fair. It'd be worse if I didn't enjoy it and you guys did. But we'll see. So what we'll do some research into The Witcher, see what we can find out. Release date for the PlayStation 5 version, and if save transfers across. If it does, we've got no issue starting it. But then by 2 weeks' time, I'll know what's happening. So we'll be able to sort it out. Just a heads up for the schedule for tomorrow, because we are unfortunately finishing early because there's no point continuing on. In fact, let's come out of this quickly, and then I will... I can't back out of this now, can I? It doesn't matter, I can quit it and I'm done anyway. So next week we've got Mars Morales. Next week I have got a meeting Tuesday morning, sorry, so there won't be a stream Tuesday morning. I've Genshin Tuesday evening and Thursday evening. Mars Morales, there's 3 streams in the mornings next week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Gotham Knights begins the morning of the 21st, the Friday morning. We'll also have another Gotham stream next Saturday. So we'll Friday morning and Saturday evening. Just so we can get into it. And I'll be looking into The Witcher and see what we can do with that as well. That is the plan. So the scheduled video comes out tomorrow, 1 PM GMT. With the live streams on the community page at 8 PM GMT as well. But again, yeah, apologies for this tonight. I was really hoping I'd get more into it and the story would kind of flow a bit better, but it's so slow and, yeah, disjointed. It's just not really worked. But I think, Kathy, you've had an amazing idea. I think The Witcher would be a good one. I think you guys making the decisions as well, so forget the bad ending. It's not my fault. It's always a bonus. I'll take that every day of the week. So, yeah. So a week today... 2 weeks today, a fortnight's time, we'll begin The Witcher. You guys will make the decisions. And yeah, we're going to discontinue until dawn. It's just not grabbing us. The story isn't any good. And unfortunately, it's nothing like Detroit, unfortunately. I appreciate the likes. People have just dropped in and dropped them down. Thank you very much for those. We are going to finish early tonight, just because there's no point continuing something we're not enjoying and you guys aren't enjoying. Thank you, Kathy. Very much appreciated. We'll see you in a couple of weeks for The Witcher then. But yeah, that is it for tonight, I'm afraid. Thank you for the like as well. Apologies to those that are enjoying Until Dawn, but it's just so slow and not really getting into it, unfortunately. We are back Monday morning with Mars Morales, but next Friday morning is the big one. Gotham Knights releases. We'll be streaming it from the morning, 3.5 to 4 hours. But yeah, the decision is 2 weeks' time. We're going to begin The Witcher. I'll try and do a post or something to talk about it as well and explain it a bit better. But thank you all for everyone that has dropped by today. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Apologies for finishing early. We will come back with something different for our subscriber special. We are going for The Witcher. We'll have a look at that in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, apologies to anyone that is enjoying this. But it's just, yeah, it's not working. So I hope everyone has the rest of the weekend. I hope the rest of your weekend is very good and enjoyable. And hopefully we'll see you at some point over the course of next week. So have a good one. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.